So one thing we know over the last 20 plus years of lending money, private money, hard money, whatever you want to call it, is at least 60%, 6 out of 10 calls we get. Somewhere in the conversation, what comes up is, what is the minimum credit score? What credit score do I need? And really what it gets down to is there's a lot of people out there who need to maybe work on their credit, but until they work on it, who are the lenders? Who are the people? How can they get money to actually start their real estate career? Because right now is the time to start. There's a great opportunity. It probably hasn't happened, for 12 to 14 years. This is the opportunity to be ready, to be prepared, to take advantage of a market that we haven't seen for a while. So if that is something you want to do, we're going to go over today talking about lenders who can help you now and what you can do in the future.
Money, 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 hard money, Mike. Money for real estate investing. Let's make money, 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 money. Hardmoneymike.com.
So first, do hard money lenders check credit? And the answer is yes and no. So in the hard money lending world, especially over the last 5 to 6 years, there's been a really big split. There's the national lenders, the big hedge funds, the big institutions that are lending out there like the Blackstones and stuff. So for them, everything is about experience and credit. So they do look at credit because they're looking at you as, just another number, just another data point. So they're going to need to know what your credit is. So if you are looking for money and your credit's not so good in this time and age, if it's not a 680 and above, you're probably not going to be fit in their box at this time. You really want to work on your credit, so in the near future you actually get there. But at this time they do look at credit, and it is one of their main requirements besides experience. So when you're looking at hard money and who doesn't, look at credit scores, it's typically your smaller local hard money companies. Kind of like Hard Money Mike, there's hundreds of them just in the Denver area market. So there's plenty of us out there. You just want to find the ones who look at more in what you can do, what the property looks like, what's the chance of making money on this deal, and the loan to values and stuff. So if you're looking for lenders now, as you fix your credit, they're not going to base the lending off your credit score. You really want to look at small, local, hard money lenders at this particular time. So just briefly, number 2, we want to kind of go over what lenders are really looking for. So you make sure you're going to actually be the person that they actually want to lend money to. So typically they're going to look at how you've done. What is your experience? Have you done flips before? Have you done rentals before? And how successful have they been? And how many have you done over the last 3 to 5 years? If you're new to this, they're probably going to want to see some experience that you're working with a good realtor, maybe a good contractor who's already done some of these things. So you want to make sure you have experience, if it's not yours, with the people you use. They're also going to want to see some cash. It may be not in the property. They may require you to put 10 or 20% in, or maybe they require you to put nothing in because the deal is so good. But one way or the other, they want to see that you've accumulated some cash. You have some what they call reserves. So if something comes up, something you missed, like you missed, something in the inspection, and it's another cost that comes up in the property, that you have the money to cover it. And also you have the money to make the payments. You want to make sure you have the payments over the next few times so you could actually keep up, and they're not going to be calling you looking for the payments. They want a great relationship, so they're going to make sure that they lend the money and it comes back. And some lenders, as I said, they will maybe not check your credit score, but they're going to check your credit just to make sure you just didn't have a bankruptcy or a foreclosure, or you're just not paying people right now, because they might not worry about your score, but they do want to make sure you're paying, and you're paying on time to people. So, because a lot of credit scores are just low because of usage. A lot of our clients, a lot of people in the fix and flip industry use their credit cards. That usage, which means high balances on their credit scores, lowers their credit score more than other people, because we are credit dependent. This is real estate investing. You're money dependent. You need loans for properties. You need credit for buying materials and everything else. So this, more than anything else, is a credit driven and money-driven industry, and that's where like we say, there's money in the money, because if you have the money, if you have the money flowing, you will make more money by finding the better deals. So if you're looking, you have to understand that most local hard money lenders are not going to credit check, but they will look at a few other things, including your credit, but not your credit score. So if you're looking for money for a fix and flip, if you're an investor looking for money with a fix and flip, and your credit score is not where it needs to be, especially as credit score requirements keep increasing to maybe a minimum of 680 or even 720 on some lenders. As things get tight, as this recession hits, as the dip hits, lenders are going to get tighter, credit scores are going to go up. So who do you reach out to? How do you find loans for fix and flips? As we said, there's the hard money. The local hard money lenders are not going to check credit scores. They will look at credit. But there are a couple other options. I will go into one more in detail, but it's real OPM. It's real people's money who are looking for a better return than something at a bank or bonds or the roller coaster. So if you're looking to do flips and it's something short term and you could show someone they're secured, you can look at other people's money. If you want to learn a little bit more about what we call real OPM, we have some great information. We'll just put a link below so you can get some general information on OPM. And we have some other, we actually help people train and find real OPM, because that's what we've done over the last 14 years. We've raised millions and millions of dollars, done thousands of transactions, billions of loans. So if you want to learn about that, we could help too. Third, even in flips, you could have owner's carry. You could do subject twos. All of those kind of things will help finance something when your credit is not there, because the big lenders and the banks are now going to require better and better credit scores as we say, the money tightens. And they're going to tighten it right when the opportunity is there, right when you can create that generational wealth, when you're going to start seeing opportunities. And the people who are going to get those opportunities are the people who can act quick, who have the money, who don't delay things. So make sure your money prepared. So also, how do you find investment money when your credit score is low for BRRRRs, for rental properties, for rental fix and flips, whatever you want to call it? So typically when you're buying a rental under market value rental, call it BRRRR, whatever it is, you're going to use two loans. You're going to use a short-term bridge loan like a local hard money lender. We've kind of gone through some of those things in the segment before this. But you're also going to need the long-term money. So that's really what you need to focus on. Right now, if your credit score isn't where it needs to be for banks and lenders and Fannie and Freddie and all those, you're going to need to look at what we call OPM, real people's money, someone who will hold the whole thing or at least part of it, which means maybe you could borrow more of a down payment. Because with a lower credit score, there'll be lending options that you might not have to put 20% in, you may have to put in 40%. So there's going to be options. It's just going to be more costly as far as either cash in or interest rates up. So one of the things you can look at is what we call real OPM. So what is real OPM? What are we talking about here? So if you're looking for money when you don't have credit, your credit score is bad, one of the things that's been, tried and tested over the years, it's just kind of fallen out of grace the last 5 to 10 years, because money's been so so easy to get from your traditional lenders, your banks, your big institutions that's coming in and lending money to real estate investors. They're tightening up, they're going away, but part of something you should always have in your portfolio, but especially in these times, what we call real OPM. That's just money from people out there in the real world. It could be family, friends, it could be someone you don't even know, but someone who's just looking for a better return. You're looking for faster, easier money. They're looking for a better return. It's a great fit as long as you do it right. So you need to make sure that you're taking, control. You're taking their money as serious as you would theirs. If you show people this, as you build this, you're going to find people out there who are looking to get a better than a 1 or 2% return. They're looking for something secure. They're looking for someone who knows what they're doing. They want a real asset behind their money. So they're looking for you just as much as you're looking for them. And in these times, you're going to need more real OPM if it's for that down payment, because banks, hard money lenders, whoever it may be, are requiring more down. It may be for the carrying costs. It may be just for the fix-up costs, or maybe for the whole thing. Either way, you need to have that person that you could just call and say, I need this amount of money. They know you're going to take care of them, and you're going to secure them, and you're going to get a better return. So you need those people, and you need to start working and finding those people, especially if you have no credit. Your credit is maybe below the standards where it needs to be, but reaching out, finding those people is critical in this market. So if you're looking for to get into investing, or you're into investing and now everything has changed, everything's tightened, credit scores have gone up, and you're looking for lenders who don't require credit scores, you're going to have to look at the small private mortgage companies like us, hard money lenders, private lenders. You're going to have to look for what we call real OPM, which is real other people's money. And you're going to have to look for, seller carries, subject tos, whatever you could call those, where the homeowner actually lends you the money just to get them out of the property, just to take over. Those are the three things you need to look for now, but you really need to also work on your credit, fixing it up, getting to the point so you could open up more options for you. The more options, the more money, the faster, easier, cheaper you could find the money, which means you have to have bank, you have to have hard money, you have to have the real OPM, you have to have all of those things to take advantage of this next market. So if you don't have your credit and you need it, we'll have some links down below, some other videos that can help you get that credit up to where it needs to be. We also have a great class in teaching you how to put together your whole, we call it fuel mix, because real estate investing is your vehicle. Money is what fuels it. The better, as we say, the faster, cheaper, easier the money is, the quicker you're going to get to that point of retirement of where you want to be, where you can control everything. There's going to be certain people who do it and take advantage of this next market. There's certain people who don't. We want to make sure you're prepared to take advantage of this next market. And we think the fuel, setting up your exact fuel mix, knowing who your lenders are, having everyone ready, and being prepared is the way to take advantage of this. So we'll have a link below. As always, subscribe, like, share, so other people can get this message out there too. And as I always say, happy investing.